Subscribe, share this video with royal enthusiasts, leave your thoughts in the comments, and above all, keep your eyes peeled. What you're about to see is much more than just an anniversary. It's a majestic entry into history, a pivotal moment for the Danish monarchy, embodied by a now-grown princess, at the heart of a country in turmoil. On April 21st, Christiansborg Palace donned its finest finery. Draped in velvet, sparkling gilt, and the muffled sound of footsteps on polished parquet floors, everything seemed suspended in a burst of eternity for a unique event, a long-awaited moment in the Kingdom of Denmark. Princess Isabella, the second child of King Frederik X and Queen Mary, celebrated her 18th birthday in an atmosphere blending solemnity, modernity, and tradition. A date now etched in Danish history, because the young princess's coming of age does not simply mark a birthday, it symbolizes a transmission, a step toward royal responsibilities, a future that an entire people scrutinizes with emotion and curiosity. Throughout the palace's halls, decorated with rare elegance, all eyes were on this young woman dressed in a long ivory gown with satin highlights. Her tiara shimmered under the golden lights like a promise of the future. Princess Isabella, until then reserved, sometimes overshadowed by her older brother, Prince Christian, stepped into the spotlight that evening with confidence, a smile, and dignity. A moment of grace that captivated all of Europe. All around her, the members of the royal family expressed their pride in a rare unity. King Frederik X, a loving father and attentive sovereign, did not hide his emotion when he spoke about his daughter's journey, her childhood years, her independent character, her passions, and above all, the woman she is becoming. Queen Mary, always elegant, was radiant. Her tender gaze fixed on Isabella expressed all the love of a mother and the full awareness of the immense role that this new adulthood entails. In a symbolic moment of rare intensity, Queen Emeritus Margrethe II, now retired from the throne but still bearing a remarkable presence, spoke a few words. She spoke of responsibilities, the balance between duty and freedom, and offered some insider advice to the woman who, perhaps, one day will represent the kingdom in her turn. Her speech, full of warmth and wisdom, moved the audience. For more than a passing of the baton, Isabella received a symbolic blessing that evening. The event was not just a sumptuous ball, it was a perfectly orchestrated demonstration by the royal household, keen to show the world a young generation that was ready, educated, and confident. The Danish, European, and even Australian press, Queen Mary's native country, continuously relayed images of the evening. Photographs immortalizing a united royal family, but above all, a resplendent Isabella, beaming with hope for the future. The princess's choice of outfit was also analyzed in detail by fashion commentators. Her custom-made gown combined Scandinavian simplicity and classic refinement. The tiara, inherited from her maternal line, sent a discreet but clear message: Isabella belongs to the dual European and Oceanic culture that shapes her uniqueness. Guests from all of Europe's royal houses brought a diplomatic dimension to the event. Among them were Princess Ingrid Alexandra of Norway, Countess Eloise of the Netherlands, and Prince Emmanuel of Belgium, all young figures of European royalty gathered in an atmosphere of youth, elegance, and camaraderie. These young people, called upon to write the future of monarchies together, shared laughter, glances, and silent promises. A powerful image. 21st century royalty is now written in the plural feminine, in a Europe searching for benchmarks and symbols. The festivities didn't end with the evening. The next day, Isabella decided to participate in a more low-key event, a visit to a center for troubled youth in Copenhagen, demonstrating that her coming of age also brings with it a social commitment, true to the values upheld by her mother, Queen Mary. This gesture, widely praised by the press and observers, confirmed that the young princess does not allow herself to be defined solely by gowns and balls, but wishes to place her role in a broader reality, more deeply rooted in Danish society. In the days that followed, Danish television stations rebroadcast highlights of the celebration: the entrance into the ballroom, the poignant speeches, the embraces between siblings, and the majestic dance between Isabella and her father. Social media exploded with admiration, tender comments, and montages paying tribute to the young adult. Hashtags like #Isabella18 and #RoyaleTransition have gone viral, showing the popular excitement surrounding this rising generation. Royal commentators are unanimous. Princess Isabella has just crossed a crucial threshold. While the throne is not her primary choice, her brother Christian is the heir, her position remains crucial in the symbolism of monarchical continuity. She could play a leading diplomatic role in the years to come, particularly in relations with Commonwealth and Nordic countries. Her international education, her language skills, her natural elegance, and her sense of restraint could make her an irreplaceable asset for Denmark. Behind the scenes, some are already discussing Isabella's plans after high school. Higher education abroad, immersion in European or international institutions, or even a more formal commitment within the court. King Frederick and Queen Mary seem to want to give their children freedom of choice while instilling in them a sense of duty. A subtle balance that the young princess already seems to embody. This 18th birthday was thus a revelation. It revealed a self-confident young woman, anchored in her time, aware of her image and her responsibilities. It also revealed a Danish monarchy in the midst of a generational transition, peaceful, modern, and accessible. The image of Queen Margrethe II holding her granddaughter's hand, in an emotionally charged silence, sums it all up: continuity, transmission, legacy. As the evening drew to a close with a discreet but refined fireworks display, one question was on everyone's lips, though it was never spoken aloud: what will Isabella do with this newfound freedom? Will she fully embrace diplomacy, commit to social causes, or pursue a more discreet path, like some royal cousins? One thing is certain: the young woman Denmark celebrated is no longer a child, but a figure in the making, ready to write her own chapter in the great book of the monarchy. And you, do you think Princess Isabella will follow the classic path of crown princesses, or will she forge a completely new path, freer, bolder and closer to the younger generations of her time?